Hey gang, welcome back to another football show. Today is Thursday, March 30th. It's 2:10. We have our lovely guest Casey Dodson on today.
Hello, hello. Thank you for having me. Oh my god, an applause.
Thanks for being
coming
here.
on.
Not to be confused with my last name. It is very similar.
Oh my god, that's true.
But it's
it
one,
is.
it's
I
one
didn't
letter
think
off.
about that.
Yeah.
I get my last name gets misspelled for her last name more than anything. I think it's a more common last name than mine.
Well,
I was
anybody
gonna say I've never had mine misspelled for yours, so I'll go with
who is dyslexic would have a hard time with that. The D and the B, like you just turn it around.
It's a lot of. Well, even my first name. Think about Philip was someone who's dyslexic. I got one L and two I's and two P's. Poor person.
You have one L.
Two I's and two P's.
That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot
It's
just
of
a lot of
letters.
lines.
Yeah.
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 So it's not fun.
Jeez.
Every time I say it, I'm like, does it have two L's? I'm like, no, that's French.
No, so I always but it's not French. Like the name Philip.
No,
Well,
but when you spell it in French, it has two L's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
But there are some
Franco-
English.
Wait, you
Francos are
add a
weird.
letter?
No,
in
I
French?
don't.
No, Francos are just weird.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. We are.
Embrace it.
Yeah, don't take it out on us though.
No, we aren't.
Thank you.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I want to give you a congratulations, though, because the Giants Melee Stadium just got turf field.
Yeah.
So that's huge. Good for
Thank
them.
God. Finally, man. No more torn ACLs at MetLife.
You don't think? Well, not yet.
Yeah.
You praying Saquon? Saquon's happy.
Yeah, but Saquon didn't
If
tear
you, had
his
to,
ACL then.
if you had to
No,
sacrifice one ACL, are you giving it to taking away Darren Waller's or Saquon?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That's a bad question.
No, it's a great
That's a
question.
bad question.
No. Honest question. Going into the playoffs. Okay, first round of playoffs. NFL wild card.
Before you answer, we don't pray on anyone's injury.
No, we
ever.
do not.
I
But
do.
both Saquon and Darren Waller are both injured. Okay,
Torn ACL?
Torn ACL, and you can give your ACL to one of them, and Daniel Jones is perfectly fine. Do you want your running back or do you want your number one tight end?
Oh my God.
I feel like it's obvious.
I would take one over the other
It's-
easily.
Yeah, I feel like this is a straightforward answer.
It's Saquon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Right?
Really?
Oh, you're taking Darren
Oh?
Waller?
No, I was just kidding.
Oh, okay.
I was just kidding.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
I
mean,
would obviously want my running back's legs instead of my tight end's legs,
Yeah.
to be fair.
Yeah, 100%.
No, for sure.
But I mean, I'm curious to see what kind of season Darren Waller has. You know, if Saquon has an off year and then Darren Waller like goes crazy this year, then he can have my ACL.
Yeah, going into it now, but
Yeah.
you never know.
The Giants owner, I just saw a report. The Giants owner told Dable make sure he doesn't go from like Bono to Bozo.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it makes sense though.
I like Bozo.
I don't want him to go to Bozo. I'm great. I'm very happy
That's
with
such a
Bono.
New York thing.
Bozo?
Bozo. Even
That's
though they're
true,
New
it is, eh?
Jersey.
Jersey? Yeah. The New Jersey
The
Giants?
only New York team's Buffalo.
Yes,
And
sir.
I stand by that.
We claiming that.
That's true.
We only real ones.
Fair.
Sorry.
Fair. NFL owners are also now linked players were number 0, which is kind of hard.
Oh, I sent that, the Calvin Ridley one.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he looks so clean in that.
He's coming back. It's a revenge season for
Yeah.
him.
I don't know who, someone tweeted
Micah
else-
Parsons also
Oh,
wants to go to 0.
Yeah, I saw Micah
Yeah.
Parsons wants to be 0.
That would be so cool.
I
And
kind of
then-
like that for
I like
him.
the 0.
Yeah.
But I would want Micah as a 0-0. Like, you know in the NBA when they do the
Yeah,
0-0?
like Aaron Gordon.
I feel like, but
Yeah.
that'd be something. I like for him though. Like I wouldn't see him as a 0 like Calvin Ridley. I don't know, a 0 receiver is like kind of cool. But
Yeah.
a 0 like linebacker, like Micah coming at you, like oh man.
Yeah, that'd be scary.
But
I
getting
s-
sacked by a guy who has the number 0, like
But a 0, like I don't know. I don't know the 0.
fair.
I don't know why, but seeing Parsons in a 0-0, just the first thing I thought of was the Monstars from Space Jam.
Yeah.
like,
I don't know why that was the
Huge.
first thing. Yeah.
T. Higgins went from 85 to 5 as well.
Oh yeah, he moved. Oh, because that was because of I think Ocho Cinco, because he was getting a lot of like tweets online saying Ocho Cinco 2.0, and he didn't want that. He goes, I want to be T. Higgins 1.0, so he changed it.
Okay, that's kind of fair.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
can
you're living in the
understand-
shadow.
Yeah.
Casey, you're a Patriots fan.
Yeah.
If you-
It's a rough time for that.
That's okay. Yeah, you guys are going to be the worst in the division. I hate to break it to you. I'm sure you knew that.
Hopefully,
I mean, we were supposed to be the worst in the division this past year, and then New York, continued to New York.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and they don't even have Rodgers yet.
Okay, but even if they get Rodgers, like, he's not good anymore.
Nah,
Ooh.
dude. The Jets
I'm
are going to
scared.
be elite
okay.
if they
But
get
speaking of the
Rodgers.
Jets, since the Sacramento Kings clinched the playoffs last night in the NBA, the New York Jets now have the longest active playoff drought, which is 12 seasons across all 4 major sports leagues.
Really?
So now
So
they're really fighting for it.
What about the Lions? How long has their playoff drought been? I feel like that's
They got there with Stafford and
was like
and
2016,
and
no?
Megatron. Yeah, it wasn't that. It was.
It wasn't that long
It was long ago, but it
It
wasn't.
feels long ago because it was like a totally different look Lions, but
Yeah.
it was when they had, I think his name was,
Last
you-
Lions playoffs appearance.
they had I can see their head coach from that run in my head, and I don't remember his name.
Appearance. Last playoff win was in 1991, but that's not what I'm looking for.
that's quite a drought. I wonder what the longest like playoff win drought is.
Playoff
Words.
win drought.
Yeah.
In
Before
all
the
sports?
Mariners beat the Jays last year, the Mariners didn't make the playoffs for like 20 years.
But what would like a win?
They beat the Jays last year.
No.
wasn't it the Browns last year or 2 years ago when Baker?
Yeah.
They held it the longest when Baker beat Thing in the wild card game.
Thing.
I don't know who it was. Who they played
Doesn't
2 years
matter.
ago?
You're gonna be the one
Who
that
did
like
Baker
ends the
beat?
Cleveland Browns
Steelers.
playoff
Was
win
it?
drought.
Oh,
You
yes,
don't
because they blew out Big
Yeah,
Ben.
graffiti on that game.
And Big Ben retired after that.
Right.
See, and then they lost to the Chiefs. It's all coming back now.
I would
Yeah,
retire
yeah.
too if I was the one that had Cleveland end their drought against me. To be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks to go out.
Yeah, that's like, especially Big Ben had like, he won a Super Bowl. He had a long career, and then
He's fine. He did his thing. He won.
Yeah, he did. He did.
He looks
win.
like a spokesperson for McDonald's though.
Yeah.
Like his head. You're telling me that head next to like Grimace and like Ronald McDonald, like that doesn't just like make sense. Like is a Mount Rushmore of McDonald's.
Yeah.
I think all quarterbacks when they retire, they just completely change what they look like. Like I don't know, like Big Ben was one. Andrew Luck to me is like the biggest change when he retired, and then now he came back. What I think 6 months ago he came on air ESPN. He had the full blown mustache, full dad. Phillip Rivers, they just embrace the dad role. They do their thing over there.
Yeah.
Tom Brady looks dead.
Yeah. Well, I would give him another year. We'll see him on Fox next year, but
Yeah.
Or is he coming back to Miami?
no, I hope not.
shit.
No.
Stop. I don't want
No.
more quarterbacks in my
No.
division, please.
No.
Hometown
it's
kid.
true.
He should go to 49ers if he does play, but he won't.
If I think no, it was between Miami and the 49ers if he comes out of it. Well,
Fair.
Big Ben was going to come out of retirement last year to play for the 49ers too.
Yeah, but he was like, sorry, I bleed.
And Phillip Rivers.
black
And
yellow.
Phillip Rivers, I know.
wants to come out.
Everyone wants to come out of retirement. They all miss the league.
Phillip
Brett
Rivers
Favre's
is too
coming.
busy popping out kids.
Oh,
Like
fair.
he's
No,
a,
yeah.
he's a little distracted. His cardio is elsewhere, which like respect for that. But
Yeah.
He's
not
up to
coming
like
back
12
the
or
NFL.
13 now, kids. Like he's really.
He's 9. He's 9.
Oh man.
No, he could start his own like football clinic.
Yeah.
So he's almost at double digits.
Like he could have a traveling team.
Yeah.
It's weird though that like these old retired vet QBs are wanting to like come back out of retirement, even though elite quarterbacks who have won MVPs like Lamar Jackson can't even get signed. So like, why do these players think they can get signed?
Well, now there's more of an issue with Lamar because now every other team knows that he's on the trade block, which no one knew before. The issue with him
Fair.
tweeting that out, saying I want to trade, the Ravens lost all the power.
He tweeted that out as soon as Coach Harb like got on video for like the coaches meeting.
Yeah, it was as he was sitting down that tweet came. Oh my.
So it's perfectly
Planned?
timed. Yeah.
Planned?
But a report came out this morning that the Ravens were actually looking at a different quarterback before Lamar. So I'm not going to say who the quarterback was yet,
Why not?
but I will go in a second. I'm just going to read the
Okay, Schefter.
the thing, okay? So Blank's focus at the time of the Ravens, so he was offered a starting opportunity, but when he passed on the job, it appeared that Lamar was going to come back. Lamar is no longer coming back, and you guys were going for former #1 draft pick, Baker Mayfield. He was going to be your starter next year if Lamar's... You want to read that? How do you think?
It looks like he saw
All the
ghosts.
love with Baker you're seeing here.
I see this account on Twitter all the time. I don't know how like reliable these sources are. I actually still like Baker, and I said like 2 weeks ago that I think he's gonna do well in the Bucks. He's got better arm strength than Josh Allen. That's proven.
Okay.
So
Okay. He has to throw a
it'll
shot in
create
there.
competition between him and Tyler Huntley, who doesn't like competition. And I still think
That's Pro Bowl Tyler Huntley.
yeah, that's Pro Bowler Tyler Huntley. I wouldn't hate that. I think Baker hasn't been surrounded by a team like the Ravens.
Who is the Ravens have that's going to surround him?
Andrews, likely, Nelson Aguilar, which I hate that signing.
Oh, that's
my
so
God.
funny. We were after we had just talked about in the episode that
Yeah.
he signed.
Dude, that's the thing. It's like everyone's like, oh man, give Lamar a weapon and then like he might stay. Who do we give him? Nelson Aguilar. Like it just doesn't help any case. That guy can't catch a ball to save his life. I hate Nelson Aguilar, and I remember he was on Philly as well before.
He was on Philly.
He's on Philly. He
Yeah.
was on New
Vegas.
England.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
so
New England.
even when he was on Philly, I was like talking the most ish on him. And then now he's a Raven, so it's like I don't even know if I should support it or not. It just goes to show how bad our front office is handling the entire situation.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It is kind of weird. You guys are in a weird situation. Lamar Jackson, another Ravens thing. Sorry, Kit. He's the 5th homegrown player in recent years to request a trade in the past 4 years. So
I saw that.
Orlando Brown, Hollywood Brown, tight end Hayden Hurst, Chuck Clark, and now Lamar Jackson.
Wow,
So the
really?
thing with some of those though is Hayden Hurst knew he couldn't beat out Mark Andrews, so that's why he left.
Fair.
Orlando Brown didn't. He wanted to be a left tackle.
Mm-hmm.
He only played right tackle. I saw a post on this. I got to bring up their points.
Hollywood
'cause
Brown left last year for the Cardinals.
Hollywood
right?
Brown's the only one that is somewhat like okay, I get it. He did have issues with Greg Roman, who's gone now,
And
but
he had issues catching football.
Yeah, the deep
Fair.
balls.
fair. But that's like the only. Who was the other player?
Chuck Clark.
He wanted more money. I think
That's
that's what it was.
Most guys who
Chuck
leave.
Clark. Who's
Safety.
Chuck Clark? What did? Oh, safety.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, sorry. His was we believed in Kyle Hamilton more.
Oh, that's fair.
So,
Yeah.
like, it's not like these all ended on bad terms. It's just more like it's a business, and there were just better pieces.
No, that's
They
the
were
thing with
lower on the
league.
depth chart.
It's a business. That's what people
With
gotta-
Lamar, it's a complete FU to Lamar. I think he's proven he's a unanimous MVP. I think it's weird that other teams aren't really going for him. I think more teams will be
That's what I
interested.
don't get is like all like what you would have had to give up to get him like with the tag is nothing.
Yeah,
To save your franchise, like why not?
I don't know why Atlanta didn't do it.
They don't want to pay him the money. He wants more than Deshaun Watson guaranteed. He doesn't want a fully guaranteed contract, but he said he wants more guaranteed than Deshaun Watson.
Okay, but Deshaun Watson's guarantees were to get him out of having to go to prison.
That's the whole thing. So,
Fair.
but he's saying
So maybe let's not use that contract.
I think
as a
Jim
comparison to Lamar.
Irsay, because he's the owner of the Colts, I think he should, get some cash on him and go after Lamar. I think it makes the
That would
most
be
sense.
so interesting.
well, who
in
tweet
Indy.
who texted Meek Mill texted Robert Kraft saying he wants to
Yeah.
be a Patriot?
Yeah, y'all going after Lamar?
Okay, here's the thing. I would stand it just because Lamar, like, his greatest asset is running, which is great because we have no one for him to throw the ball to anyways.
True.
Yeah.
So just run it. Like,
Well, yeah, Juju Smith.
Yeah, you got Juju.
hey boy. Like, okay, if I see Bill Belichick in a TikTok, I will die. Because I don't think that man could spell TikTok or find it in the App Store if he tried.
Yeah, he'd use a C.
I hope he
Literally.
renegade.
But I don't think he's gonna go there. I think they came out and said he's not interested in New England, or New England's not interested in him. But
I don't think him and Bill Belichick would like.
Okay, so that
talk
was the
about
thing.
not vibing like with. I don't understand how Belichick's gonna vibe with like Juju. Lamar and Belichick to me are like as opposite of football brains as you can get, and that's no disrespect to either one of them. Obviously, I think they're both incredible at what they do. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But that's just. And especially, like, it's one thing if you don't vibe with your receiver.
Yeah.
The face of your franchise and your head coach need to be besties, or you're in for a shit show.
And even Asante Samuel, former
Yeah,
corner,
literally
he
said,
tweeted out this
"You don't
morning,
wanna go play for
You don't want to play for Belichick." I don't know.
Yeah, I don't listen to Meek Mill either. Not anymore. So what is, like, the worst case for the Patriots then, going into the season?
Mac Jones.
If he's
Really?
the starter?
You're not a big Mac
I-
Jones guy?
I like Bailey Zappi, personally.
No, you
I
don't.
think the two of them are like low key the same thing, like same person, different fonts.
Really?
You know, I feel like Mac Jones. The problem with him now is he had that first season and it was not okay. I'm gonna use the word great. It wasn't great, but it was for what he was and for what the situation was. I think it was as good of a scenario as it could have been. I don't know what happened this past year, but he took about 18 steps backwards, and I just don't think you build back up from that in time in the same space that clearly tore you down. I don't see it working to build you back up from that point. Even with bringing in Bill O'Brien, I can understand keeping him, give him a season under Bill O'Brien and kind of see what happens, but that leash to me needs to be real short, because if Bill O'Brien can't turn this kid around, like, you got to move on. Like, there's nothing else. Watching him live, I watched their season finale against Buffalo where they, like, truthfully, like, had reasons to play. Like, their special teams let them down. Yes, I know. But he looked like a shell of a quarterback. He, like, could not make decisions. He seems frazzled. He doesn't seem like he trusts anything going on. Not the play calling, not his arm, not his receivers, not his team. And it's just, I feel like it's one of those, it's kind of like, it's run its course, and I'm sure he can have success somewhere else, but in this system, I don't know. I don't like it.
You got to hope that he pulls a Daniel Jones.
Oh my God.
Turns it around.
I never thought I would be like, I really want my quarterback to turn out like Daniel Jones, but here we go.
Never.
Thank
I
you.
would never want my
Thank
quarterback to
you.
throw
I
don't wanna-
15
thank
touchdowns.
I don't want to be the Patriots
He
defender
ran
here.
7 touchdowns.
I don't want to be the Patriots defender here because, it's division. But
Yeah,
I don't
understood.
think Mac is as bad as he's made out to be. So my brother's a Patriots fan, so I got to watch some of their games too. I watched the rookie year. He had exactly how you said it. He played the perfect season. He wasn't anything spectacular, but he wasn't
Yeah.
terrible. It's exactly what you guys
And
needed.
he came out, he was like the best QB of that class
Yeah.
in that rookie year.
For sure. That
Which,
Didn't they make the playoffs his rookie year?
yeah, they lost
Yeah.
to Buffalo
Yeah,
though.
they had their asses handed to them on a really pretty silver platter, but like they were there and they made it to the dance. And then this past year, it was like, what are you
No, but I agree.
doing?
This is now his prove it year for Mac because last year was terrible. I mean, you guys had Matt Patricia calling plays, so you didn't
Oh
have
my
really much.
God. I could have called better plays
Yeah,
than
so
Matt
they-
Patricia,
you-
and I've never put a helmet on in my life.
He had
that
no,
guy's
you can tell they
not-
hated each other.
He doesn't have a good background, no?
No, he
What I also
no,
didn't
he does with
understand
the Patriots.
Is like No, but he had a good background with the Patriots defensively.
Yeah, that's what I was about
He
to
was their
say.
defensive
Who
coordinator.
gave him the offensive clipboard? Like, that's not your job. That's not your role. Like, what were we doing?
I think the thought process there was giving him OCs like, oh, he can read defenses so well and he can set up plays so well to play defense. Why not try flipping him? But it's bad because
like,
you saw the
after
relationship between him and Mac, and they hated each other.
No, they hated each other. But also, like, I do really like that thinking of like, okay, like you can read defenses, so just read against it. But after 8 weeks of an embarrassment of an offense, my high school football team, I played for them for 4 years. I think we won 3 games. We ran better offenses than the Patriots did some weeks. After 8 weeks of that, like, you got to stop. Like, something's not working. Like, let Matt call it himself. Bring in Julian Edelman. Let him call it. Like, I don't care. Like, it wasn't working, and the fact that they let it go as long as it did, I was like, what are we doing?
So is Matt Patricia even with you guys anymore? Or is he fully gone from the organization?
I'm unclear. He's definitely not in charge of the offense.
Yeah.
He might be around in a defensive consulting role.
Okay.
I hope. And I hope that is like up in a box, no headset. I don't want to hear from him on game days. But offensively, like, just he can't be involved anymore.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Do you think this year is like a big prove it year for Bill? I'm on a first name basis with him, so it's true.
You think this is a prove it year for Belichick?
I don't think Bill Belichick has anything
Is it a prove
left
it
to
year?
prove.
Is he washed?
No.
That's what I'm kind of like leaning towards.
Oh, it's a good. It's
like
a
without
good,
Brady. Like,
no, it's a good question.
No, I mean, I think he is washed. Like without Brady, like he hasn't done all that much without Brady.
yeah, exactly.
No,
So
like,
it's like a prove it year.
I don't think it's a
Also-
prove it year. I think he's proved enough.
He's also had like
but you can
off-name
lose it.
versions of football players. Like he's had Walmart truck boys. Like
Fair.
there's been no talent in that locker room.
Cam Newton,
And I
Go.
no.
Dog.
No.
former MVP,
There are not 32 QBs better than him.
64.
Yeah.
in college. No, but like with Belichick, yeah, obviously success has not been there since Brady, but he took a team that was supposed to be worst in the AFC East, like in Mac's rookie season, took them to the playoffs, took this version of the Patriots that, I'm sorry, your leading receiver is Jacoby Myers and your number 2 is Nelson Aguilar, and then
The bag
Devontae
was
Parker.
thrown at him though.
Like,
It's true. It's true. He
Jacoby got the money.
no, but Jacoby's deal makes me laugh because it is the exact same deal that New England gave Juju, and you know that Jacoby asked New England for the same thing.
I think it was. I think he
Yeah.
tweeted out saying something
Yeah,
like that.
because
Like,
it's 3 by 33.
Yeah.
It's 11 million a year, and they said no to Jacoby, but gave it to whatever. But Belichick brought that iteration of the Patriots to within a win of the playoffs. Like, yes, the result when you set up a dynasty of 20 years where all you do is win championships, like that might be the expectation. But when you look at what he's doing, names removed as a football coach, he's taken 2 rosters that should have been in the CFL to the brink or into the NFL playoffs. So I don't think he's washed. I think he's getting a little bit annoyed and is a little bit over it and is probably on his way out. Who the successor will be, I don't know. I think the original plan was Josh McDaniels, and then he went to Vegas and, was shit in Vegas.
yeah, no, they can't even get rid of him either.
Vegas can't afford to get rid of him, which is my favorite thing in the world. So, yeah, I don't think he's washed. I don't think he has anything left to prove. But if you're going to give him, like, nothing to work with, you're not really going to get anything out of it.
So Meek Mill should work the phones harder and get better players for Bill.
You know who should be doing our recruiting? Matthew Judon. That boy puts in
true.
so much work on Twitter. He tries so hard, and I respect him for it, and I want him to lead recruiting. I feel like we could do a lot better.
He's tough on that field with the red sleeve too. He's probably
Yeah, I like that.
And he's huge. I was standing right in front of him at the game we went to, and I was like, this man is like 8 feet tall in real life, and his shoulder is the size of my head.
Yeah, like on TV, you see what the players look like. You're like, oh, those are big guys. And then you stand next to them in person, and you're like, oh, those are big guys.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want him running at me full speed.
Big in terms of like wideness though, like
no,
height
they're tall.
wise.
Some are tall.
Some are, but like running backs, like
No, well,
if you're 6'0" running back, that's pretty tall.
Running backs are as tall as us.
about
Tall as
it.
you.
Yeah, you.
Tall as you.
But
Not
we're
as tall as me.
Well, no, we're the same height.
That is factually incorrect.
Do you think as a running
No,
back my
for
height? I mean, I'm not that
How
short.
tall are
compared
you?
to you
Devin
guys.
Singletary.
Dude,
Oh, I was
Zeke
gonna
is
say
like
motor. He's probably like
5'10".
5'10", 5'11". I'm 5'10",
There's a
5'11".
I was
lot
going
of
to say,
players.
you give running back height.
I'm a running back.
Yeah.
I think that might be an
running back.
insult.
No, I can be a running back. I got better ACLs than Saquon.
How many touchdowns have you?
Hey, not enough though.
How many touchdowns did you have at the Von Flag football?
I was a running back. That's different.
Mm,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
I could have sworn. Okay, you had what, 2?
Yeah, I think I went 6 for 6 catches.
Oh, really?
and
Oh, who
2
threw the ball?
touchdowns.
Yeah, who threw the ball?
I remember
Jesus,
Thomas
okay, it
throwing
wasn't
me
me.
like a 60-yard bomb.
I remember that.
Double coverage.
I was on the field.
Yeah, you're right.
I remember
freed
this.
up.
Who was the starting quarterback game 1, Elijah Moored the crap out of me. That's all I remember.
And you
Not
got
me though,
traded,
man.
too.
I was like, I had a few touchdowns from our starting quarterback.
So did he.
How many did you throw Casey?
We'll have to roll the tapes on this.
They didn't show us the tapes. They didn't give us the tapes.
No, speaking of the tapes, like the girl was like, "Oh yeah, like what's your email? I'll send you. I have so much footage of you guys." And we looked like idiots. We were wearing like tank tops and like ski masks. We looked dumb.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to see this.
We had
footage.
the face paint.
Yeah, we had the face paint, all of it. And I was like, "Oh, this is my email." And then she's like, "Okay, I'll email them to you." And then I saw her at the gym like a month later. She's like, hey, like, yeah, I'll email. I'm like, yeah, okay, for
Never
sure.
got him.
Nothing.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's a shame.
Brutal.
Especially because you played the quarterback position, so you probably would want to see that sort of film.
Yeah, you got to
alright.
make your huddle highlight tape.
Oh, is that what it is?
Did you guys know who Cheesaholic is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
That is like the best story
Is
of
he
all
still?
time.
He's still running around.
He's on the run.
He
He
skipped
cut
bail.
off his
Yeah, he
ankle.
cut off his ankle monitor and was like, bye.
Yeah. So anyone who's listening that's unfamiliar, this is a Chiefs super fan who like dresses himself up as like a werewolf.
They've definitely seen him on TV. He's been shown. Like he's
I
I know,
wouldn't
I'm just
call
saying
that
for, like, the
costume a
listeners.
werewolf. That is
A
like
wolf?
a Disneyland wolf. Like,
Some creature.
Yeah.
So he robbed a bank a few months ago. He was released on
crazy.
bond, and he had an ankle monitor, which he snipped and is now on the run. But what's awesome is that so when he was on when he had the ankle monitor, they allowed him to go see the Chiefs-Eagles Super Bowl because he was with family. And what's even better is he's on the run and he placed a futures bet on the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl and Mahomes to get MVP. So he has enough money to like stake this thing out. So like that guy's sick. He's a certified like.
But I
beauty.
think he like the reason he got caught because he was robbing the banks with the same mask he was wearing to the games. Like
Yeah.
he would rob the
no
banks
one ever said he was intelligent. He's
on the
just
way
funny.
to the game.
Yeah. He's just a goat.
Ain't I seen you somewhere before?
Right.
Nope, give me the money.
Yeah. I don't know. That's so funny to me. And he was doing it like more than once. Like this wasn't like a one-time thing.
Yeah, he's been in some legal troubles.
I do respect his foresight though in placing that bet and then using that money. Like I feel like that was actually
like,
a really intelligent
yeah.
financial
That's a baller
decision.
move right there.
Yeah. Did you guys make any money on the Super Bowl?
Oh, I won like $50, but I didn't know I
200.
did.
That's cute. That's cute.
How much did you make?
Uh-oh.
I made $2.75 off a $1 bet.
Shit.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
What was the bet again?
I got the final score right.
Oh,
Which
I
it
was
was like
one
what?
off.
It was 37.
30.
No,
Right?
we knew
37, 34?
No, we knew
31?
she got it perfect because we did our own little pool thing, and
Okay.
you posted you
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
it, and I was, and he was like, Casey got perfect, and I was like, no, I got one off.
38,
'Cause we-
35.
Yeah. and
38, 35. Yeah.
I had
so
36, 39.
I put a $1 bet on it at the beginning of the game, drank so much, forgot I made the bet, looked down at the end when Jerick McKinnon landed on his ass on the 1 yard line and went, oh, wait, this could happen. And then they kicked the field goal and I ran across the apartment. It was great.
That's amazing.
Crazy.
275.
I don't even know what I would do if I ever got the score right like that.
You wouldn't.
If you
You
nailed it.
wouldn't
And it
shut
was
up
purely
about
off of vibe. Like someone asked me, I went home a couple days later and they were like, so did you make like multiple bets? I was like, no, just the one. It just looked cute.
That's all you need, honestly.
So like hire me for betting advice. I got you.
Damn, pitch
Yeah.
coming for your betting corner, huh?
Vibes
Yeah.
only.
The gambling corner has room for multiple people.
it. Absolutely.
Anyone who wants to join.
Gamblers
Absolutely.
Anonymous.
What's that?
True.
Gamblers
1-800 call.
Yeah. If anybody's got to go to that, it's Kit.
That's
Kit,
not true.
but it's because Kit will make a bet and then he says, "Oh, if I lose, it's just charity."
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It's also like it's kind of I call it
Supporting
like
businesses.
it's like my ADHD tax because like I make bets and I forget them and then I like never go back to
Exactly.
like check or do any research and it's like oh yeah like the money's it's fine.
Plus, once you take the money from like your bank account into like say your FanDuel account,
It's already spent. Like it's gone.
that's what I'm saying.
It's gone. So
That's what
whether
I'm
I
saying.
lose it because like I put it on this thing or that thing, it's fine. Mom, if you're listening, I swear to God, I'm not
This is
irresponsible.
all satirical.
This is
Okay,
what
so
happens when I move out.
Gambling experts, I have a question for you.
'Kay.
Who's gonna go number one overall? Who's gonna be picked?
Stroud.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Because on Anthony
don't say
Hey,
Anthony
listen,
Richardson.
listen,
He's not
no,
even in the
wait,
top
wait,
three.
No, wait,
He
listen,
flicked
listen,
his
listen,
wrist and
listen,
got it, like,
listen.
70 yards
I
down
don't
the
agree.
field.
I don't think he should go number one.
And he had
But
pro day yesterday.
hey, his pro day, he hit the ceiling with the ball.
Okay, but on pro day, my thing with pro day is they throw 60-yard passes. Like every NFL QB can do that. Almost every college QB can do that, and a
Listen,
decent amount of high schoolers
On
can
this
probably do
show,
that.
we've determined that if you can throw the ball one good time in your pro day, you're going to get drafted first overall.
So
No,
Cam
this
Newton?
stigma's
he hit
changing with Zach
Anthony
Wilson.
Richardson hit the ceiling yesterday. during his pro day.
What does that have to do with anything?
He's gonna go number 1 overall.
Why does throwing it high result to
No,
I'm a great quarterback?
I don't agree with you.
We
I
never
think it
said
should
there
be
was logic.
Stroud.
That's just how NFL teams
I'm
think.
just saying.
Fair.
He's
They're
he's
like,
going
wow, shiny
viral
thing, I want
because
you.
he missed a throw.
He's not better than Stroud, Young, or Levis. He will not go before any of them. I guarantee. I will make a bet right now.
Kit, I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying to you.
I don't care what you're saying.
I
Samar
fully
corner with
agree
Phillip.
with you.
Okay,
In
so
your
why?
point.
So drop it. I don't care. I fell for the Anthony Richardson trap. It's just media guys doing whatever they want. I saw a post yesterday saying it was Gators versus LSU. Anthony Richardson, they were like, oh, he went off against LSU, right? He lost that game. So how did he go off? He had an under 60% completion
I mean, Jalen Hurts
percentage.
went off in the Super Bowl and lost.
Yeah, but his completion percentage was under 60%. So
Oh,
no
that's
QB of mine went off.
I'm praying to God you guys draft Anthony Richardson.
We won't draft
I
the
hope
QB.
to God
we
the
won't
Ravens-
draft the QB.
That's what you think now.
First of all, we wouldn't draft the QB in the first round if he goes that early. Second of all, Hendon Hooker's better. And the only reason why Hendon Hooker is not going before any of those guys is because of the ACL tear. That's legitimately the only reason why. I am a couch GM.
You said every episode. I love that.
It's true, though. Like, I'm done with the Anthony Richardson BS. I hate it.
Go off.
Okay, damn.
Let your emotions out. You good now? You feel better?
I feel better.
How do you feel
Do
about
we need
asking
a
that question?
therapist? Like, on speed dial?
No, I don't believe in therapy, actually.
That's
Not
fair.
that I don't
That's
believe
what-
it doesn't exist. I just like,
Yeah. Hey,
You're like, actually, no, it's a mythical concept.
yeah, disclaimer. Another football show absolutely believes in therapy. But in
It's
this
not like
situation,
Santa Claus.
yeah.
what do you mean? Santa Claus is real?
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Oh man, Phil,
Yeah?
tell me something, man.
What do
Tell
you
me-
wanna know?
I don't know.
Oh, actually, I do have
Okay.
something a little funny here. I have the they released the over/under for winning totals for some teams yesterday in the NFL, and I want you guys to think if they're gonna be higher or lower.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Let me see
yeah.
if this loads. Okay, so I got
Hardest
1, 2,
one would
3,
be the
4,
Falcons.
5. I got 10 teams here.
Okay.
All right. Starting with the Bengals, 11.5 wins.
Okay, how do you want us
Over.
to do this?
Over.
Do we
Over
just
or
say it?
under?
Hammer the over.
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 Okay, I agree.
'Cause everybody else said
Chiefs
over.
11.5.
Over.
Over.
I agree. Over. I think it's 49ers 11.5.
Over.
This is the riskiest one to me.
I don't think the
Under,
NFC is going
under.
to get much
Under.
harder.
I think
You're saying under?
I'm an under.
What are you saying?
Over.
I think over too. I agree. I don't think the NFC. Besides a couple teams that
Full season of Mr. Irrelevant? Hell yeah, brother.
Eagles 10.5. I think that's over.
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 Over. I
Like,
hate
right?
to say it, but I think over.
Bills 10.5. I'm going over.
Actually,
10.5.
with the Eagles, I wouldn't be surprised if they regressed a little.
But how many wins did they get last year? They ended with what, 16 or 15? They lost twice.
No.
14.
They had
They
13
They
or
lost 3
14.
times.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll
They
regress.
lost 2 with Minshew. And
Oh yeah, and there was
And
one
then
they lost with
to
Jalen.
Washington.
So I don't think they'll lose 3 more games. More
Really?
than what they did last
Well,
year. I don't think they'll lose 6
they
games.
lost some guys. It's not the same Eagles team.
But
Because-
they did bring back, like, I feel like they brought back all of their underrated guys that you really need to win. Like, that offensive line, they're all coming back. And, like,
Yeah,
I don't know
that's
about
true.
you, but I don't want to match up against them.
Yeah. Cowboys 9.5.
Under.
Under.
Honestly,
I'm sorry,
I think,
Michaela.
I think they'll get 9 wins.
I think the East is going to get harder.
Yeah.
So
In that sense, I agree. Jets 9.5.
Under.
Under.
Yeah, under.
Under.
I don't know.
under.
That's like
Under?
kind of
This
one I
is the
like.
weirdest
I'd
one.
love to see
Under
the
with
odds.
or without Rodgers.
Really, you're a certified Rodgers hater,
I
right?
think he's done. Like, go back
Really?
to your dark hole. Go back on your ayahuasca. Like, I don't want to hear from you again.
I
Cut
don't.
your-
Yeah,
cut
like,
your
I agree
hair
with
and
her. I don't
stay
want
out.
him. I don't want him in my division either. Like, stay away. I mean,
Like-
we beat him last year, but I don't want to just deal with like another.
I'm so tired of him. And I think
Yeah.
it's so funny because he was so likable for so long, and then he just started speaking, and everyone was like, "Actually, can you not?"
He's in his Brett Favre era.
Yeah, he joined like the Pat McAfee show and then
Yeah.
just cared about like media and clicks and likes and now does everything for attention.
All right, 3 more teams. Detroit Lions 9 wins.
Over.
Over.
Over. Yeah, over. Hammer
Ravens
that.
8.5. Well, let's say
You
this
know
is,
what?
Okay, this is hard though because I assume this is without Lamar.
Well, he looks pretty sad in that graphic.
I
So
know.
I mean, I don't think that looks like
That's
they're
malicious.
thinking without Lamar.
How many wins did they have this past year?
They
Did
had
you guys have 9 or 8?
I think it was 9.
I'm gonna say under.
Um,
I don't think Lamar's staying, and if he's staying, he's not playing.
Yeah, under.
I would say under 2. Yeah.
Under.
If he stays, I think he might still play, but if he feels any sort of like uncomfortableness, he'll sit.
And then last one is Raiders 7.5. I think over.
Oh.
I'm a big GBG guy. He's a winner.
You say that every week.
No,
The last 3
dude,
weeks,
no,
you've been
that's
stroking
under.
Jimmy.
Under for sure. That division's gonna get harder. But if Eckler leaves the Chargers, then maybe over.
I'll say
Oh, really?
under. I just don't trust them. Like, they're the team that, like, they could go up 35-0 in the first half, and, like, I don't trust it.
We
Wait,
don't trust
especially-
Daniel.
How did they get better?
Especially with
They got
Jimmy
Jimmy
G.
G.
Yeah,
They
but
lost
he's
Waller.
so injury prone.
They got Jimmy G. Hey, I got faith.
They
I got
lost Waller,
7.5 wins. I got faith they're gonna get 8 wins. I'm not saying they're gonna be a Super Bowl champ. I just said 8 wins.
Okay.
It sounds like you want them to be the Super Bowl champion.
No, why
Yeah.
would I want them to be the Super Bowl champion?
You take your sweater off. You got a Raiders T-shirt underneath there.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I actually got a Raiders. It's just a huge tattoo. It's just a Raider.
I have a Raiders T-shirt. I wear it to the gym sometimes.
So you're a Raiders fan. Darren Waller, look at that. You recruited him.
Oh, Waller's been my favorite tight end for a long time, and I've said that before on this show.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't really remember that.
Dude, literally go to my Facebook in early 2020. I shared his back from crack
Oh, so
journey
you guys are,
or
you guys
whatever.
are boys then. You guys are tight like that then.
Oh, we're tight.
Oh, damn. Okay. my
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
I didn't understand the levels there. I apologize.
No, we got something going on, me and Waller. But he changed his number to 12, and I don't like
Oh,
that.
that's icky.
Yeah, it's weird. And
No, I don't like that.
you know
at
why
all.
I really
That's
don't like
wrong.
it is because he was number 12 when he was in Baltimore, and that's when he was big on the crack.
Well, of course he was. He was in Baltimore.
That's true. Yeah.
Whoa.
But what if he goes back to his ways? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like
That's
because
just
New
of
Jersey
his
crack is
unlikely.
good crack, I've heard.
What?
New Jersey's got good crack, I've heard.
How have you heard
Who
that?
do you know it's in Jersey?
Who do you know? that's in
Smoking
the league?
crack.
I don't know.
Who do I know that's in the league? Lamar.
And
Know him very well.
and Bill.
And
and
Bill. So what more do I need? Plus, I'm friends with Meek, and Meek knows people.
Oh, yeah, my bad. I forgot.
Right.
I apologize.
Kid, if you're friends with all those people, you'll call them right now, right?
I can call Meek Mill.
Yeah?
Did Hooker answer your
No.
DM?
He
Probably
did
just
not.
he probably just has it up on his phone.
I'll read it out actually. So I DM'd Hendon Hooker. He's the
Oh, did
QB
you?
for Tennessee, and I was like, "Hey, bro, now that LJ8 is out of the picture, I wanted to give you an early congratulations and welcome you to the city of Baltimore. We'll be perfect in every aspect imaginable. If you throw an interception, you do hill sprints. If you throw into double coverage while Andrews is open, you do hill sprints. Let's get to work and welcome to the Raven flock." And it's weird because his Instagram says typically replies within an hour.
Oh.
It's been like 3 days.
Has he seen it, though?
No.
Oh, he hasn't clicked.
And I
Yeah,
even-
There's
So-
still hope though. If he
Yeah.
doesn't- it's
Yeah.
not like he's ghosting you.
That's what I'm saying. I think come draft day, he might be like, "Hey, bro, I didn't want to like tell you."
he didn't want to jinx it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, he's probably like, with the draft coming up, he probably just doesn't want to be on social media, just like to kind of clear his mind.
That's the weird
You know
thing
what I mean?
though, is I saw him post on his story. It was like one of those like Q&As. Like, I'm bored right
Kit's
now.
in his toxic ex era right now.
He's just
Just
stalking
like,
him.
wait, let me just see what his story's up to. He's gonna go check his Snapchat score, be like, it went up
Dude,
5
he
since
posted
I last
4
messaged
hours
him.
ago of T. Higgins changing his number.
Respond to it. Put a little crown or something.
Respond, be like, "Yo, bro, did you see my
Yo,
did you see your
bro.
message?"
See my earlier message? I think
I'll
you
say,
missed
"Yo,
it.
bro,
Yo, it's
live
me
right
again."
now. Got anything you want to say? Or do you have a statement?"
Yeah, there you go.
You're gonna say you're live right now?
He's
Do you
gonna
have
send a voice
statement?
memo back.
Yeah, "Yo, bro, live right now. Do you have a statement?"
Yeah, do it. He's got a whole 17 minutes.
I won't
to
let
answer.
this
Yeah.
down. And like now I feel like I have to permanently follow him.
He's gonna block you if you keep sending him DMs.
Hey, he's not. Hey, he's just being respectful about it. That's not harassment.
I think he's pissed
Yeah.
because Georgia wiped the floor with Tennessee. Go Bulldogs.
Are you big into college ball?
I'm not big into it. I want to get more into it.
Yeah.
But like, my brain doesn't have space. So like, something's
Fair.
got to
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, that's fair.
So if anyone has any nominations for things I no longer have to think about, let me know.
She's looking into the camera too, so she's serious about this.
Yeah, no, Michaela just picked her college team. I think she picked Tennessee.
I like SEC schools, even though
Yeah,
Georgia's
she needed
my
an
team.
SEC team. That was like the whole thing.
I couldn't even name you an SEC team. Like I don't know.
yeah,
how
you
that
could.
stuff
You could
works.
name one right. I guarantee
You can,
If you can
besides
think
Georgia
of
and Tennessee, you could literally
any
name one.
college football team right now, name one. It's gonna be an SEC team. If you can think of one college football team, Sam, think of.
I
Just
think,
name a school that's in March Madness. Pick one.
Oh.
yeah, probably.
yeah, actually,
football.
say a school.
Yeah.
This is kind of
Say
interesting.
a school.
Duke.
Is ACC, and out of all football schools, you said Duke.
Yeah.
Well,
think of-
yeah. That's where Daniel
Sam,
Jones played.
look at me.
Fair.
Think of a college football school. If you had a gun to your head, name one college football school.
Oregon.
That
Really?
is Pac-12.
That's the first one you're gonna go to.
They have Bo Nix.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Bo Nix is my
sucks?
favorite.
But they're not SEC.
He's my favorite college player.
and I'm pretty sure they're Pac-12. You like the
Okay, Alabama.
Thank you.
Finally.
That's
There we
literally what I was waiting
go.
for.
Oh my God.
That's all I gotta say with Bama. What did Nick Saban
Roll
do to
Tide.
you, huh? Friend of the program too.
Yeah, he was from the program.
Yeah.
Honestly, Morgan Wallen is going to do wonders for the college football fan community with a song like Tennessee Fan. Like, he just mentions, like, every school. Watch all the country girls that are country girls because of Morgan Wallen. Like, Georgia merch and Tennessee Fan merch is going to go
I'm a country girl.
crazy. And country girl?
Yeah, Morgan Wallen.
I see you at
That's
Morgan Wallen this summer?
Yeah.
I hope
Alright, can't
Florida-Georgia line drops a diss track on Morgan Wallen then. If he's
Oh.
like,
Yo, but they
I don't
broke
think
up.
I do so well.
oh, did they? I'm not even tapped in
Yeah.
like that.
Now you out of touch.
They broke up. There's no more line. One of them was
It's just
racist, the
Florida,
other
Georgia.
one wasn't. So there's Florida and Georgia. They're not together anymore.
The line's been broken.
Yeah.
There you go.
Smooth.
Some would say the line's been drawn in the sand.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I'll be here all night.
Yeah. That's good.
No, I like it though. Also, Dan Schneider might sell the Commanders.
Yeah, $6 billion was the bid
Doesn't
up
he
for.
have to at this point? Like, he can't possibly keep that.
I don't think anyone.
I think he can.
Like,
I
I
think
think-
he can just be the most hated man
yeah,
alive.
like, that's the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Like, that guy should probably get stabbed in prison. Like
Or just like
realistically.
openly on the street.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not picky. It doesn't have to
Wait,
be.
that's worse.
And
no,
he's
he's
in
like
prison.
die?
he's a garbage human
No,
being.
he is like
Yeah.
literal scum.
Yeah. No, I know he's
and
bad.
he made them
Yeah, defend him,
be
do it.
named the Commanders.
Defend him.
Yeah,
Go for it. Go for it. No,
Keep
seriously.
going. No, I
It's
think
an-
you had a thought.
We are lovely. It's a loving environment in here.
No, I had nothing else.
Oh,
I
Dan
had
Schneider's
nothing
calling
else
right now. No, I'm kidding.
There were two.
We're buying the team, actually.
I'm
Yeah.
down.
20
I
bucks
think.
That's my thank you for bringing me onto the show. Is I bought you a shitty football team.
Ooh.
We would make.
But
the
I
Commanders
love
nice.
Chase Young, so
We'd
I'd
go
be
to
happy with
Chase.
How
that.
could you not love Chase Young?
Well, he's a divisional rival.
I was gonna say Heineke, but he
So-
left. Okay, if you bought the Commanders, let's say you were gifted the Commanders, are you leaving the Giants for the Commanders?
No,
But you're the owner.
I'm a third-generation Giants fan. It's in my blood.
So just because you're like generationally depressed means you can't move?
I am not depressed. We are on the come up, and you can't argue that. I'm not depressed.
No, you're good. You guys have good. You're generationally, you're intact.
We won a playoff game last year. I have nothing, and then we got blown up by the Eagles. That's okay.
You've been alive to see your team win a Super Bowl. Be happy with that.
Twice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many times have you seen your team win a Super Bowl?
Oh yeah, all three of us have seen our team win a Super Bowl.
Oh my God. you
It's
guys
like
are
a
so
feeling.
cool.
It's so euphoric that like you just wouldn't understand.
Nah,
Yeah.
you're right. I
You
wouldn't
can't even
understand.
describe
No,
it.
I can't describe winning a Super Bowl. You're right.
Yeah.
You couldn't either.
And
I can.
what?
You
You can describe watching one. You can't describe winning one.
What are you talking about?
Oh, so now he's trying to not lose the argument
No,
by claiming
because-
that you didn't
no.
have good like English and punctuation.
No, that is not what I'm saying. Is because every time that I mention the Bills saying we, I get stuff from him saying, "Oh, you play for them? Or you play for them?" So now he's saying we won a Super Bowl. So now I'm saying to him, he didn't win a Super Bowl.
Okay, I have this debate with people all the time. What is your take on saying
No,
we?
I can say we.
when
They're
it
my
comes
team.
to-
I understand that. I say we all the time, but he always gives me the most for saying we.
What?
Why are you looking at me for approval, bro?
No,
Like what?
that's
First
why.
of
No,
all-
but on that point, I don't mind saying we. Like if I'm anyone that's like that.
Okay.
Like if you're a Patriots fan or whatever, we are the Patriots or we.
Why'd you look at me and say whatever?
We are the Giants.
Oh,
sure,
okay,
sorry.
thank you.
Okay.
I think it's situational.
I say we.
I say we.
It's situational.
What do you normally say though?
Them. I don't really like.
You don't. That's what I'm saying. You don't claim it then. Okay, that's fine.
Boys. Boys on the field.
Them boys on the field. Yeah, you. Right.
Flock.
The flock.
Yeah. But I don't know. Saying we is an interesting concept because you've never played a snap, right?
Oh, kid's getting academic now.
Yeah.
This is what he does to
So-
me when I say we. So that's why I gave it back to him.
Well, I think in some ways people could look at it as disrespectful.
No way they can't.
You know, so as an athlete,
Sorry, that was involuntary.
it's disrespectful to hear fans say we when I put the blood, sweat, and tears. So please respectfully back off.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I say we
Yeah,
a
you do.
lot, but I think it's one of those funny things to say. Like, if I say we, it's funny to call other people out on saying we because it's such a stupid debate, anyways. So I actually don't care. It just grinds your gears, and I love it.
Kit is a big gear
grinder?
Yeah, that's his thing.
Gear grinder.
Yeah, gear grinder.
I
There
ask
you
the
go. Start
hard-hitting
merch line.
questions.
Gear grinder.
What's that?
Start the merch line. Gear grinder on
Gear
a t-shirt.
grinder.
Yeah, you're right.
Actually, I saw there's my buddy Ryan Sura. He works for Owner's Box. Have you guys heard of Owner's Box? And they just released like a merch line, and one of their T-shirts it's a T-shirt that says "My Gambling Shirt," And I was like, oh, that'd be a
Yup.
great
Yeah.
birthday present for a kid or
It would be.
something. So now you know what you're
Okay, you
getting.
guys are making it seem like I'm this like D-gen like low life that just like
Hey, whoa,
we
whoa,
didn't-
whoa,
we
whoa,
didn't-
stares
whoa,
at
whoa,
the
whoa,
lines
whoa.
weren't
all
saying
day.
anything like that.
No, we didn't. You're putting words in our mouth.
I'm not
We
saying
didn't
I'm not
D-gen.
that, by the way.
No, you.
I'm not saying
No, but
that's
you're
not
like the
me.
gambler out of us three, I think.
I'm just playing. I'm just
Like by far.
Yeah, no, you gamble more than us.
It's opening day for baseball. Of course, I have a parlay. Duh.
My friend was in Europe for a few months, and this is a betting story. This is still on topic. Yeah, I was like, oh no, my friend went to Italy.
Yeah, I
Isn't
was
that
like,
nice?
oh, nice.
No, my friend was in Europe and he couldn't access his betting app, so I was his bookie. So
Oh, is that what
Okay,
you're doing?
I
Yeah,
have
I
one
lost a
that
lot of
does-
money.
Like I hate because when I go home, I can't bet, obviously, because Quebec.
yeah,
You can't bet in Quebec?
No, when you're like Bet365, like because I'm registered
Oh,
in
it, oh,
Ontario.
she's right. A region locks you. Like I
So-
can't log in at some places. Yeah, you're right.
Because in Quebec, you can only bet through like the official, like government, whatever.
Oh, that's what. Like, is that like their pro line kind of thing? That's what it is.
Basically,
Okay.
Yeah,
What?
it's called like mise au jeu.
Yeah.
I don't know. My dad's
What does
been
that
losing
even
$20 a
mean?
week on it ever since I was a.
So how would you
toddler.
place your picks then? You go to the store and literally do it.
Literally.
So it's like
VPN?
Yeah.
Literally growing up, it would be like Sunday morning. This is why I'm into football because my dad ignored me as a child and I needed attention.
Damn.
He would wake up every Sunday morning and like walk the dog to the dépanneur.
yeah. That's what it's called. It's not a corner store. It's a dépanneur.
Dépanneur or a dep.
Yeah.
Make his picks,
What?
lose his $20. He got me into it when I think I was 15 is when I first started gambling with my dad on football. And here we are now. But yeah, no, I can't do it when I go home. So I go to open it and it's like, we see you're intending to bet from an unauthorized location and it won't let you place anything. I've never gotten
Wow.
desperate enough to have someone in Ontario do my bets for me.
That's crazy.
yeah.
But yeah,
Whatever happened to freedom?
the Quebecers.
Yeah, dude.
Yes,
Try living in
it's
Quebec
completely
for your
different
whole
there, right?
Les
life.
Québécois.
Yeah.
Ouais, c'est pas le même qu'ici.
Huh?
I don't even know. I know a little bit of French.
Wait, do you not know? Do you have an idea of what I just
Say
said?
it again.
C'est pas le même que ici.
No, I couldn't give you an idea.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
C'est pas le même.
I know what he means, and
Oh.
I don't want to repeat it because it would offend you, but
offend
I know
me.
what he means.
Okay.
Offend me.
Okay, c'est pas le même chose.
Okay.
What I just said.
Dude, that's gonna hurt his feelings.
No. No. C'est pas la même chose.
Say it. Translate.
It's not the same thing. C'est pas le même qu'ici. It's
Yeah.
not the same as here.
Get God, bro.
I can see the wheels turning.
Yeah. Somebody has been using
It's
Duolingo.
borderline offensive to you.
Oh well.
So,
No, it's not. He's just playing with you.
I know he is.
Okay, yeah, good.
That's why I'm not feeding
I'm
into him.
bilingual.
Okay, speak another language.
I speak English and facts. Get off me.
You've said that before.
I was waiting for that. Like,
Yeah. Nah, you got me. Dang.
yeah, you got.
You're the class clown.
You the gambler and the class clown. Look at you, huh?
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of class clownage going on in about 15 minutes when we go to our next class. That's a big
Are we
class.
going? Have we decided that we're going?
Oh, I'm going. I need to do
Okay.
like other work.
Yeah,
so,
see,
okay,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
a
You
gotta
3-hour
do other
block
work.
I
Yeah,
have
that's
right
true.
there.
It's a really good get
Yeah.
other things done, and then occasionally freak out. when
I really
I'm
wasn't planning to go to school to learn about Fortnite, but you know.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about today.
What
Fortnite
happens?
NFTs.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Speaking of Fortnite, they're actually football. NFL is bringing in certain stadiums into Fortnite. I saw it this morning. Completely,
Oh, really?
like they're
What,
they
like they're
actually
taking out
so
Tilted Towers and
No,
putting in MetLife?
No, not like in the actual game. You have to put in like a code. This is so nerdy. You got to put in like a code, but they're actually putting in like the stadium, so you can go play inside of MetLife and like shoot other Fortnite players inside of Fortnite.
Are they going to be like, is it
I'm not
going to be
even
like a
kidding.
Fortnite,
Look.
like Madden collab?
Yeah, it's no, they have that already. They already have like players you can
Yeah.
buy, but now there's like for NFL Zone presented by Visa, not us.
Of course, yeah.
Of course, of
Created in
course.
Fortnite. It's the NFL Island code, which I assume is like all the islands of all stadiums, but the Bills Island code, which I say for myself, obviously,
course
because
you
you know I got to go play inside of the Bill Stadium tonight when I go home instead of going to class. I'm
The
gonna play
way
Fortnite.
all of this is going straight over my head. Not a Fortnite girly.
Nah, me neither. I was
I
actually
think
just
I
with.
watched a guy play it in high school because I wanted him to like me, and I think I lasted 5 minutes, and I was like, you know what, you're not that cute anyways.
Damn.
I was just with my friend who's a big Fortnite girly. Shout out Megan. I don't think she's listening. But yeah, my sister's a Fortnite girly too.
Fortnite's coming back. You know?
Yeah,
Thought it's-
apparently. But did Fortnite ever go away?
No.
Well, I think Fortnite was really cool when like you used to be able to kill your teammates, like very early
Well,
on.
you still can, just not.
I know
with
you don't
the
believe
same
in
way.
therapy, but the fact that you think that's the coolest thing really
No, no,
suggests
no,
to
no.
me
What
that
I-
you
no.
might need to be in
It's
therapy.
such a menace. Like,
What
you
I'm
guys are-
saying is this. What I'm saying is this.
Like I love the part where I can actually kill people that I'm supposed to like. Like what in the Hunger Games
This
is
is
that?
what I'm saying. Like this is just like to prove how untrustworthy I am. Is like if my teammate,
I got that from
if my teammate,
50 minutes of this.
if my teammate got a gold scar, like I would slime him just to get that scar. Like come on, bro, who wouldn't?
Damn, bro. Remind me to never play Fortnite with you.
I'm just saying.
I'm ready to never be on a
ruthless.
team with you.
Yeah.
No, I'm a good locker room guy.
No,
I
you're
swear.
not. No,
yeah,
you're not.
I am.
After the first game, I got Elijah Moore. I'm Elijah Moore. Yeah,
That was a troll though. I mean, that made everyone else laugh. So if one person
Yeah,
has to be
true,
like, "Oh,
true.
what the hell," and the other 5 laugh, I'm happy with that. It's a numbers game.
I want to go back to that tournament very quickly. I got a text 20 minutes ago from Liam Boatsmith.
Oh
Liam
my
said,
god! Just stop. Just actually stop.
Hey, turn off your mic.
No, it has nothing.
I know
It has nothing to do with Kit. It has nothing to do with
you're lying.
No, your name's not even in here. Oh, no, it does have to do with Kit. Never mind.
He already texted it to me. That's how desperate this guy is. All right.
Okay, I won't say it.
Live in
you're fake.
Phil's
I didn't get a text.
shadow.
I won't
said
say it. I won't say it.
That's what he said?
I said no. I'm saying he's gonna live in your shadow
Why?
because you are a permanent host on this show.
I really want to read what he said.
There's no point.
Okay, I won't do it.
There's no point because Desmond Ryder is the starter for the Falcons.
No,
week
he's
one.
not.
Wow, what a
Heineke's went
great
week one.
segue.
Isn't Heineke going to play week 1?
No, Falcons officially named.
Oh, they
it.
did?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Heineke should wear a do-rag in Atlanta.
He's got to embrace the role, dude.
Yeah.
I
I
fully
think he
agree.
needs to be sponsored by Heineken before anything else.
Oh,
Yeah,
that'd be
that's
sick.
Like, why have they not? If I'm their marketing department, like, I was jumping on that from the second.
Yeah,
that
especially
playoff
like
game started.
when he popped off.
Yeah, like,
Why would you not?
Are you kidding? I want like Heineke holding Heinekens. Like, that is the ad campaign writes itself. Laurel would be so proud of me.
That's true.
You should tell her that. We should walk into the class and say, before you start about Fortnite NFTs, we have a marketing idea
I have a
for you.
sponsorship idea for you, and you're
Yeah.
gonna say yes.
Yeah. Or just
that?
say no.
I should probably. I don't know. It's me, so it's 50-50.
This is a school radio station. This is so much fun.
Yeah.
Kit, what other news we
I
have,
know.
man?
He's looking intently right now.
Yeah.
Okay, this
I'm like,
so,
what? Does
okay.
someone get traded?
Sources are unclear,
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
but apparently the guy who fixed Terry McLaurin's HVAC unit
Okay.
said Lamar has been living in his guest bedroom. Sources are unclear. Take that with what you want.
Wait, start over?
Sources are unclear, but apparently the guy who fixed Terry McLaurin's HVAC unit
Okay.
said Lamar Jackson has been living in his guest bedroom.
Like you're saying Lamar's been living in Scary
In
Terry's.
Terry's guest bedroom.
Oh.
Sources are unclear. I don't know how
I feel
truthful
like
that
he
is.
could afford his own place. And like, why do you? need
DC and Lamar?
I saw D-Hop in Toronto yesterday. I don't know what he's doing in Toronto, but it's close to Buffalo.
Oh,
Wait,
I
you
thought
like
meant-
actually
D-Hop
saw it?
Marcos.
No. It was sorry. I didn't actually see D-Hop. He posted on his Instagram story, Toronto, Ontario. Like he was here. He posted.
signing with the Argos? Book it.
Oh
Yeah,
my
you right?
God. Could you? That would
would
be
actually
great for the
kill
CFL.
myself.
Yeah, you're a big Alouettes fan, eh?
Well, I worked for them, and I'm from there, and I just inherently hate Toronto sports, unless
That's
Toronto's
fair.
the only team, and therefore they're Canada. Which is why, like, I can
Oh,
stomach cheering
no.
for the Jays and Raptors, but like, nothing brings me greater joy than watching the Leafs lose.
I can't lie to you. There's a
Yeah.
little, like, my heartstrings kind of tug when I watch the Leafs now. I can't lie to you.
No, you don't.
I swear.
Are you serious?
I swear to God,
Toronto
bro.
Sports
Low key, the
sucks.
only thing that makes me happier than watching the Leafs lose is watching TFC lose.
Okay. Oh yeah. Well, your dad works for the Montreal Football Club, right? So I mean,
That's
yeah, that's
Is there-
yeah.
Are there not ownership issues with the Alouettes?
Oh, there's
I
always been
swear I've
ownership
seen that
issues.
before.
So
Well, I thought weren't they gonna
yeah.
fold or something?
No, they just got bought again, but they were run by the league. I know so much more about that than that I should know as like a 22-year-old kid.
Well, if you want to break the news, go for it.
Go crazy.
No, but at one point they were going to be sold to someone, and then in the due diligence process, it was uncovered that they were doing some like real illegal stuff, and then the person that was gonna buy them was like, I don't want to be tied to your illegal stuff, so they pulled out, and that's why they had to be run by the league for like a year and a half. And then these past owners were like, bye. The owner that was like always like going after people on Twitter, he was being really problematic, and then he left, and now someone else bought them.
How much is a CFL team even worth?
Like $4 and 2 hot dogs.
Yeah, it ain't that much.
Guys, let's buy a
Too hard,
CFL
so.
team.
Yeah.
I'm down. All right, Casey, we gotta sign off in about a minute here, but this is a segment we do every week where
love it.
we have a wheel, numbers 1 to 100,
Okay.
and we each guess a number, and if you land on that number, you just get swag points.
Yep.
Love it.
And if you guess the number, the number it lands on, the first person to name a player, is it we doing current players in the league?
No, any player who's had.
any NFL player of all time who wore that number,
Okay.
you get
Boy.
more swag points.
Okay, my CTE brain needs to like move over here.
What's
Yeah,
your
go
guess?
23.
23, Phil.
12.
12. Okay.
29.
29. I got 16.
I went low.
All right. Oh, we're so far off, man.
Who's
Is that
that?
55?
Lawrence Taylor. Thank you.
I didn't even see that.
I didn't even see
Yeah.
the number.
No.
Jesus.
You want to do it again?
Nah.
Want to do it again? Want to do it again? Want to do it again? 83. Okay, I'm doing it.
This is unofficial, no
19.
swag points.
Yeah.
I said 19.
40.
I didn't even see what number it is.
28.
Whoa! Do you know what
Nah,
that
just
means?
kidding,
That's,
just kidding.
that's Nolan Arenado's number, which means the Cardinals are going to destroy the Toronto Blue Jays today. Thank you for listening to another football show. Thank you, Casey, for coming on.
Thank you,
Thank you
Casey.
for
This was
having
amazing.
me.
We'll see you guys next week. Thanks.
Later.